So, man, tonight I'm joined with Billy from Eagle 97. I got Joseph here with Out Come the Wolves. Man, we got a big show coming up this next week out at the Longhorn Ice House with Messer Sanction and Out Come the Wolves. Joseph, what you guys been up to, man?
Working hard. Writing all year, recording all year, releasing a single 2 weeks ago, one and the same. We've been rehearsing for this show, and the guys are up to speed, putting a lot of hard work behind the scenes at your complex, by the way. We record every practice, actually.
It's fantastic.
Like a football team, right?
That's right.
You see the dirty work on Monday.
Yeah.
We grade each other out, you know. So
you guys got the mirrors in there performing and
no
stage
mirrors.
presence?
I'm vain enough, so they said no mirrors.
Man,
Sometimes
mirrors.
you need mirrors, though. You need to see how that guitar's sitting. You need to see how certain clothes are fitting, you know, because all that matters in rock and roll.
Yeah,
You know
there
what I
you
mean?
go.
So,
Image is everything.
yeah, I mean, it's part of it, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
So man, we come full circle with this show with Messer, Sanction, and Out Come the Wolves. These three bands together are going to be absolutely incredible. But that is now understanding the power of rock and roll music. Go
It's a
online.
lovely venue. The sound is amazing.
The sound is amazing. And so what we did here was localize the station. We found a venue that can fit our needs. He is 100% not only into doing live music for folks that aren't proven, but bringing proven acts in. He offered you this opportunity to have your own show there. He's not
So Joseph, tell me a little bit about your music, man. Anybody that hasn't heard of Out Come the Wolves, tell them what you guys do.
You know, with the big Oasis reunion coming up in 2025, that was huge news to us. They're a big influence on us, but the metal and the heavy rock of like Metallica is also a big influence on us. So we call it American muscle with British melodies.
Just kind of
fuse it together, you know. So it's you can sing along to it, a lot of repeatable phrases, but it's got that edge, that distorted guitar edge, lots of pedals, big bass lines, big beats, lots of harmonies. So it's the best of both worlds, you know, that real classic American just beef, right? And then those British melodies that they're so famous for. We actually have a single out right now. It's called One and the Same. It's a great song. I think everybody who's heard it so far, they love it. And it's an amazing song. It's a song about partnership. And when things are going bad is when we all pull together. There's a line in it that when we're one and the same when the walls come crashing down. That's when all of our differences, when the walls come crashing down, we seem to unite.
I just got goosebumps, man. The country needs that right now.
Yeah.
You know that Christina Ray fell in love with you when she heard you.
Oh.
She's told you that.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it's one of our...
She's awesome.
She's awesome. But
She's worn our shirt on the air. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah,
No, literally, you were the hottest act in town.
I see you doing what you're doing. I'm like, if Duane's up right now doing something, I got to be up doing something
Hey, man,
right now.
we got it. I like that creativity of original music. We have a venue we're trying to fill up.
Well, you know, I think for bands have a lot of responsibility. You know, for someone like Duane and you, Billy, who give bands like us an opportunity to do this. And I think bands think a lot of times it's just, hey, we need to write songs and we need to go play live, and then they don't do anything to promote it. And they don't invite friends, and they're not on it like you guys are on it. Like we're trying to promote this and go overtime on it because we owe the venues this. We owe you guys this. You just can't say you're a great band and not promote it and do all the other work so that we're filling these places up. We get invited back. We can get on for another year after that, and then we can also network with other bands, help each other out, promote together, so that you guys are incentivized as well to do all the work that you're already doing for us. We owe that to the whole community.
Absolutely.
But listen, it's amazing. I just want to hear a little bit more about your evolution story.
Yeah, me too.
Because the fact is, this is your second run through the gauntlet. Tell us a little bit about the second time and what the expectations are and what you learned and what you're hoping for. Because
We obviously learned how to write better songs. That's advantage number one. You also have a little bit more money in your pocket so you can afford a studio. You can afford better gear. The biggest thing for us was finding the right men, the right people in your group that has the same kind of goals that each other. We don't have to be the same. We don't have to have the same mind, but let's be in the same direction. Finding 5 guys that could make music together. Really, we just wanted to be the most important, biggest band in DFW, and that goal started about a year ago. So we've been taking these steps. You were one of those steps. We played some shows before that. We had an EP that we were mixing and mastering, got the single released in September. So we're just checking off little things, one step at a time in a big, like 12-step program almost. And we're maybe at chapter 3 or 4 right now, and this is one of these steps. So we just want to keep going forward We want to harvest new fans. We want to do what Duane's doing and reestablish what rock and roll should be in Dallas. You know, if we get paid, we get paid.
That's right.
The main thing is we want people to hear
Music's
this
a
music.
passion of
It's a
love.
passion. Yeah. We
That's
chase
right.
the passion, not the money.
It's got to. You're throwing down the gauntlet against Emerald City.
Yeah.
And they're good at what they do.
That is an incredible goal.
It, you know, for cover bands and tribute bands, they have their place, right? They do. They do.
Yep.
But I don't think it comes to the sacrifice or diminishing of original bands who want to get out there. Now, original bands, they're hard to find good ones. I get it. There's not a people that work as hard as we do, as hard as Messer does in Sanction. There's some that practice once a month, and you can tell they practice once a month. There's a lot of
Absolutely.
responsibility into if you're gonna say you're the best, you better practice like you're the
Well,
best.
that and the songwriting ability.
The songwriting, and a lot of people don't work on that craft because of the cover tribute situation. They don't spend enough time learning to write for themselves, and they read a rule book on how to write a song, and there is no rule book. You develop a melody, find out what you want to sing about, and then you flush it out with your bandmates, and that's the songwriting process. And you're not trying to copy any other band. You're true to yourself, but if it's not ear candy to us, I don't think it's going to be ear candy to you.
That's true.
I just think it's weird how it all swings around. That you and I hooked up very early on. Duane and I hooked up earlier than that. Check this thing out.
I remember Duane's first post when he announced this was happening, and he asked for bands. And there must have been 150 people who
Dude,
commented.
I blew up.
Well, there's no way, but I'm going to go. Pff. And then, if you guys want it, I'm like, wow.
And I think it's wild that he chose you.
Oh man,
Not even
the
knowing.
stars were aligned.
Not,
man.
no, but not even knowing.
Isn't that crazy? Because you messaged me, you're like, wow, you got on.
No, that's
And-
right.
Really? Yeah, and then he was like, are you gonna play the Rabbit Hole? I mean, we played that song, and he is kind of stuck on that song, and you got to play the Rabbit Hole. You got to post that video.
Well,
So
see-
you know, I think you just mentioned something about trust. We got to get their trust back.
We do,
Make
man.
this a monthly event at Longhorn Ice House because you're going to put 3 quality bands up, $10 to see that.
Yeah.
Great venue, great sound, great space.
Oh, yeah.
Drinks. The food is really good actually.
Food is
It
great.
is
It's
really
phenomenal.
good.
Service is phenomenal.
Joseph,
Duane,
it's been a blessing. I'm looking forward to the show next
We
week.
are too. Thank you so much.
Man, Billy, I appreciate everything you've done for me and Platinum Music Complex.
Thanks, Billy.
Oh, it's a pleasure, man. Pleasure being involved with both
So,
these
hey.
guys. Come on out next week, Longhorn Ice House next Friday, and it's going to be incredible. You can find information at a number of different places. You can go to the Facebook page for Platinum Music Complex. You can go to the Facebook page for Out Come the Wolves.
Yes. Sanction the band. Oh,
Sanc-
Sanction Incorporated. I'm
Yep.
sorry.
Sanction Incorporated. But listen, the bottom
then
line is
Messer.
you can get there early. Doors open at 7 o'clock. It's $10 in advance. You can buy them online. $15 at the door. Come on out, eat some good food, hang with friends, see 3 badass bands
Yes.
in a venue that is gonna blow your mind. And
Dallas Fort Worth, you keep rocking wherever you're at out there. Keep supporting local music. We love you guys and keep doing what you're doing. Thank you.
thank you.